Number one, I'm telling you, I don't believe it. Okay, I've talked to these people. And by the way, I hate the fact that he even put that into the air because there's nothing to snitch about. What all this inquiry is a civil case. There's no criminal. Second of all, I felt like it was a weak attempt to divide and conquer. I told y'all, I'm the most loyal media. If you ever see my downfall, you're going to say I was a little bit too loyal. And it's okay. That's my tragic flaw. Okay? I give people too many chances. It's always been in my life. What Charlamagne then starts to do in our conversation is to say, he's trying to turn me against Grand Wizard. Say, yo, bro, you sure how much you know him? And I told him straight up, I said, I trust Grand Wizard with everything. Straight up, like, what you want me to say? Like, what, you think I'm like some like weakling that's gonna be like, man, I don't really know him. I trust everything you talking about. Then, you know, and this is why, and I'll say this publicly because I would say to Charlamagne privately. Charlamagne ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think necessarily this was your plan necessarily, but y'all wanted me to turn against my guys. I'm not doing that. They told me even, they were like, oh, I ain't gonna lie. Man, these guys, they doing a lot of crypto, blah, blah. Grand Wizard getting paid millions. Like, yo, we seen the payments from da-da-da. Like, you got paid a couple $100,000. Grand Wizard got paid millions. I said, bro, like, first of all, I am a pocket watcher, but I'm like, how I heard that was to say, how is Grand Wizard making more money than me? It was a way to turn me against someone who I trust. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're saying, oh, we have the documents to say that Grand Wizard gets millions of dollars and the money that you've gotten paid out from certain isn't millions of dollars. And that was supposed to turn me against him. No.
Now, I did a video last week on this, on the battle of the sellouts. Now, you have DJ Akademiks on one side, and we know that he's had a lot of accusations levied against him, right? He hasn't been charged with anything, right? But people was playing a video of the girl screaming in the house. There was an investigation and he wasn't charged, so I don't want to put that on him. I don't believe in putting that kind of stuff on the man when you can't prove it. So we're going to scratch that, but we know that he had allegations, but he was never, ever charged with anything, right? So that's one thing. But we know Akademiks says a lot of sellout and coonish stuff, right? But then he's going back and forth with Charlamagne. And he's saying that Charlamagne and Rock Nation and the industry is trying to take him out because he's not connected to that industry, but he has a lot of say-so and a lot of power, right? And they don't like his relationship with Drake. And so he says that Charlamagne gave him a call saying, yo, these people are coming after you. He like, yo, you supposed to be my man. You know me, right? You calling me and telling me these people coming after me, but why you not going after them, right? You with them ninjas then. So I'm bringing smoke to everybody. And that's what he was saying. Now, he started putting up stuff about Charlamagne, saying that, Charlamagne with the girl, the Spanish fly, and all the crazy, nasty, foul stuff that Charlamagne has said. Even with the R. Kelly stuff when he peed on that, the youngin', right? We remember all that kind of foolishness, right? So now Charlamagne is responding to all the accusations that DJ Akademiks put out there on him.
Trying to make a war between me and Akademiks. Did you see that?
I didn't know there was a war between you guys. I thought it was like you were like saying, hey, be careful, look out. Like, I thought you were looking out for him.
Well, yes, I gave.
Is that not what he said?
So,
yeah.
You want me to play it first?
Oh yeah, you can play. Play what Akademiks said.
Shout out my man Charlamagne. He gave me a call. He said, this was going around. I seen it. So what? Where'd it come from? I don't know. Oh, okay. Charlotte, if I wasn't supposed to air you out on that, it's okay. But listen, I got to get to the bottom of this. I hear Laura LaRosa got it in the background. What Laura LaRosa got? What? Like for anything, I like to address things head on. But with that, I don't like doing proxy wars. I like to just kick it off. I tell all y'all, when there is entities that's plotting against me, don't be the messenger. You either with me or against me. No DJ Khaled's around my book. No DJ Khaled's around my book. Get the away.
So you can stop her here.
Oh, so he's saying you need to pick a side? Is that
I don't
what's
know.
being...
I gave Akademiks a heads up because Akademiks has done that for me before. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Akademiks has reached out to me before.
Yeah.
To say, hey, I don't know if you see what's happening over here, but such and such is doing this, such and such is doing that. Oh, hey, you know what? Good looking, right? So I was returning the favor. And usually, man, stuff comes across the desk all the time. We do media, right? So in media, you get tips, anonymous tips. I got so many files on so many different people. I don't know if things are true. I'm just saying that these things come across the desk, right? Usually, there's a lot of stuff that I ignore. This was one I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reach out on. And I don't know if I reached out through text before Jeremy Heck said what he said, or after.
Jeremy Hecht?
Yeah, let's play what Jeremy Hecht said. Because Jeremy Hecht accused Akademiks of taking money from...
Who's Jeremy Hecht?
Politicians.
By the head of Truth Social.
Jeremy, I got $100,000 for you if you provide that.
Let me read some receipts. November 14th, 2025. Chris Pavlovsky sent a payment to Livingston Allen for $8,804. And another one on December 23rd, 2025 for $1,234. That's almost $10K. Technically, that's only a tenth of what you would owe me. I won't put it on screen, but you can go double check the PayPal act. Now, I know you want to act all confused and Google it.
Now, I don't know if I texted him before this or after, but I do remember when I saw this, I said, oh, shoot, let me hear that. Because what came across our desk was the same information, but not that. It just was like this spreadsheet that was like, yo, DJ Akademiks takes money from music people and media people and, you know, political people. And also they take money to spread false narratives about folks, like, do these smear campaigns and things of that nature. And that wasn't even what I was really calling them to get a heads up on, because Ak will tell you himself. Ak's like, yeah, I take money to, from music people. Like, that's not a secret. The political stuff he said he didn't know anything about. Whatever. The reason I called Ak, and Ak said, I think that he asked me who was behind it, and I said I couldn't tell him. That's not true. I said I don't know, but I would find out. But what I did tell him was that these three individuals, Carson McCoy, another guy named Alex Ocha, and George Nguyen. How you pronounce it, Chris? It's a Vietnamese name. Nguyen.
Nguyen is the closest, yeah.
George Nguyen. He's that's Grand with a and he is from Australia. What we were told was the Carson kid and George were getting investigated, got pressed by investigators, and cooperated.
No, not Grandy.
And told and said that they get their marching orders from Akademiks and Drake.
So what I get from this is, I might not be a fan of DJ Akademiks, but Akademiks is on YouTube and he's an influencer. And if you allow Rock Nation and these establishments to come and silence DJ Akademiks, they'll do that for everybody. All the YouTubers that make videos, that do content, that do research, right, and speak on. See, they want to control the narrative. They want to pay people that speak in a manner in which they want you to speak, right? So Rock Nation goes, they're going out to destroy all the big YouTubers that's not under their umbrella. So they put these accusations out saying that basically he's owned by these private entities that's paying him to take down entertainers that these labels got contracts on. Right? So it's a battle over money. When you pay attention and you look like you take the emotion out and you just listen, right? You can see it. So Rock Nation and their employees, their people they have under contract, a lot of us content creators, we make videos about them. And it messes with their image, right? So we know that Drake, he's been going back and forth with these labels, and they're trying to say that Drake basically is pushing DJ Akademiks. And they're trying to take Drake down. So this whole thing is crazy, but when you look at the Breakfast Club and Charlamagne is over there with the establishment. So Akademiks is looking at Charlamagne like, man, you ain't my friend, you're not with me. But Charlamagne talking like this.
I don't know if this is true. I don't know if it's not true. I'm just
Grandy's Vietnamese?
What? Is he? He lives in Australia. Yo, I sent Ak the pictures they sent us of him, and Ak goes, who is this? And I go, they say this is the George Grand Wizard dude. And then he was like, what? I thought he was skinny. And so I guess when he sent Grand the pictures, Grand confirmed, like, yeah, man, I got these pictures sent to me, a few months ago. So I was just calling Ak to give him a heads up. And I said, yo, you might need to watch the people around you. He wrote this article.
Is this alleged, by the way? Like, are we...
Well, this is an article from Australia. It says the rapper, the crypto billionaire, and the Instagram mystery man. The Instagram mystery man is Grand with the aka George Nguyen, or whoever it is. Now, Ak told me that the dude Carson Ak told me that the dude Carson used to work for him.
Even more hilarious now that I know these people.
Yes, it's insane. We should put a picture up, but Ak told me that. What's his name? You want to report his name?
It is Kishore Napir Rahman.
Kishore Napir Rahman apparently have been doing this story. Like, he writes for like a newspaper out there in Australia. So apparently this was a big deal. Like, they came to Grand Wizard's house, aka George Nguyen, and was talking to his parents and was talking to him. And this is all allegedly. Him and the dude Carson were cooperating and just told him, hey, we do these things because of these two individuals, Akademiks and Drake. Once again, I don't know if this is true or not. I just decided to tell Ak what was going on.
The other person.
They just said that they're cooperating, and they said that the two people they get their marching orders from was Akademiks and Drake.
But are they so they're cooperating against?
That's what it sounded like to me.
And we know this is true, or this is all alleged right now?
I'm just showing you what they said. They said it's been an investigation. And we were told that Carson used to run Akademiks TV, but now, allegedly, George and Drake run Akademiks TV. Now, I told Ak all of this last
Akademiks TV is a...
It's like a Twitter page that is crazy. Like, they go crazy on people. Like, they just say the wild shit. Okay. Like they say the wild about people. So, this is apparently, this is allegedly George right here. That's a grand right there.
The GOAT, bro. The GOAT.
So,
nah.
That's apparently him. Now, but by the way, it gets crazier, right? So,
yo, George, stay true, George.
So y'all remember that case not too long ago? I forgot that girl. She was in case. Damn, what the hell is that? The female name? And that case is real important about YouTubers being part of the media, content creators being part of the media. Y'all can help me out there. I forget. I'm getting a little older. I forget, but it was the content It was the female. And they was talking about content creators being part of media. And if they didn't make content creators part of media, they would be able to come in and shut down a lot of stuff that we say, a lot of stuff that we report that go against the narrative of the mainstream, the dominant society, right? So Charlamagne is being sent by them to bring these accusations out against Akademiks to knock him out the way. Because they want to knock out the Tasha K's, they want to knock out the DJ Akademiks and so many other people that's that's big, right? But we might not like them, right, per se. But when they able to shut them down, it's easy to shut us out and shut us down, right? So Charlamagne is the op. He's over there with them, and he's putting out all these wild accusations, right? Because they want to be able to get this thing in the court and knock him out and knock Akademiks out.
I really don't. I think he's affiliated with some people that he may not know everything that they're up to. Because there's lawsuits like that. There's lawsuits that Act just got added to, right? Like involving Drake and Steak and all types of other. The dude George is also in those lawsuits as well.
Okay.
And I just think that guy might be involved in some things that Act may not know about. Act put me onto the whole Clipper game, even though I knew what the Clippers were, but they really roll like a mob and a mafia. And he is really, 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 really in control of these individuals. So either Act knows what's going on and he's playing me and I'm naive, or he has no idea.
No idea.
And the crypto accounts are flagged too.
The crypto accounts, what does that mean?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what was sent to us. So I'm relaying this messaging. But then I see the lawsuits about, the crypto with Stake and all of that and everything. And I'm like, all right, they got some other going on over there. So I let Act know about what the going on. So there's no issue between me and Akademiks. Or maybe I'm just being naive. You know what I mean?
think
but Grand,
he's
Akademiks TV?
He's innocent.
No,
Randy, you're innocent.
Nah.
Randy, you're innocent. He's a victim. He's a victim in all
I don't
this.
know if he's innocent of these allegations that he's being accused of,
Yeah.
but he be wilding on Akademiks TV. And that's the thing I told Akademiks too. Akademiks was like, yo, these guys, man, they're
I follow Akademiks TV on Twitter. I follow I Am Akademiks.
Yeah.
I follow Akademiks on Instagram.
Yeah, Act was like, these guys, my guys are being exposed, and people are doxing my guys, and they're coming after him. No, Act on social media talking crazy about people.
Oh, and the chickens are coming on the
chickens
roost?
are coming on the roost. You can't do that. You can't throw rocks and hide your hand, but I guess you can if you hide behind avatars
Avatars
of Akademiks, right? And say your name is Grand with a chat. But now that your name is actually out there, George Nguyen or whatever it is, and people are actually coming to your house, talking to you and your parents. People in Australia are writing articles about what's going on. Think you might want to relax. Think you might want to take a step back and be like, yo, this is getting a bit too much. Because at the worst, I see I can see like heavy lawsuits, that cost you a lot of money. And I don't know what the ramifications are with political things. I do know that when you post political stuff on social media and you're endorsing people, you have to tell people that you got paid for it.
Disclose payments.
Every single time. You can't just make a broad statement like, I got paid by a Republican. Every single time you do a post that's political that you got paid for, you have to disclose that.
That's probably a good rule.
So Akademiks, he's heard all this stuff that Charlamagne's been saying, and he's responded now.
Number one, I'm telling you, I don't believe it. Okay, I've talked to these people. And by the way, I hate the fact that he even put that into the air because there's nothing to snitch about. What all this inquiry is a civil case. There's no criminal. Second of all, I felt like it was a weak attempt to divide and conquer. I told y'all, I'm the most loyal media. If you ever see my downfall, you're going to say I was a little bit too loyal. And it's okay. That's my tragic flaw. Okay, I give people too many chances. It's always been in my life. What Charlemagne then starts to do in our conversation is to say, he's trying to turn me against Grand Wizard. Say, yo, bro, you sure how much you know him? And I told him straight up, I said, I trust Grand Wizard with everything. Straight up, like, what you want me to say? Like, what, you think I'm like some like weakling that's gonna be like, man, I don't really know him. I trust everything. What are you talking about? Then, and this is why, and I'll say this publicly because I would say to Charlamagne privately. Charlamagne, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think necessarily this was your plan necessarily, but y'all wanted me to turn against my guys. I'm not doing that. They told me even, they were like, oh, Act, I ain't gonna lie. Man, these guys, they doing a lot of crypto, blah, blah. Grand Wizard getting paid millions. Like, yo, we seen the payments from da-da-da. Like, you got paid a couple $100,000. Grand Wizard got paid millions. I said, bro, like, first of all, I am a pocket watcher, but I'm like, how I heard that was to say, how is Grand Wizard making more money than me? It was a way to turn me against someone who I trust. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're saying, oh, we have the documents to say that Grand Wizard gets millions of dollars and the money that you've gotten paid out from certain isn't millions of dollars. And that was supposed to turn me against him. No.
So when it comes to this, I'm with Akademiks on this against the establishment because we already know what they're trying to do. We know the allegations that's been levied against Rock Nation and the dominant society, the industry. We already know. But I warned y'all guys. I said, listen, when a lot of these athletes and entertainers start coming to YouTube, because remember at one time, everybody made fun of YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a very long time. They was making fun of us. They was saying, oh man, YouTube is prison, purgatory, right? You go there, that's for losers. Then all of a sudden the industry started to cave in, and now all of them are on YouTube. But remember, they're all contracted in with the dominant society, so they're being told what they can say and what they can't say. We're not, right? So they want to get us out of the way. When you start seeing the corporations give these people millions of dollars and big money, right? They want to get you out the way because they want to be able to control the narrative of what's being said of the people that they got signed to them. They don't want us making videos about them ruining their image and messing up the industry's bottom line. That's what it's about, right? So Akademiks is right on this one, right? And Charlamagne is the op. You know what I mean? For us as content creators. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.